Welcome back to the channel, fellow Crusaders. Jack with the Grand Chronicles here with a video, collection video. I figured I mentioned it in my Pokemon opening this week that I would do a video about a collection I bought last week. You can kind of see it behind me, but it's about the equivalent of just like a small binder collection, I would say. So nothing huge by any means. However, I do think I potentially overpaid, which kind of sucks. But, it is what it is. So thought I'd just kind of go over it briefly and show you what I got, because it's the only thing I've gotten in months now, and be the first of the year if I do happen to come across some others, which would be cool. We'll go overhead. I have it set to autofocus. No, I don't. I must have changed that. So it's not an autofocus. So the main reason why I bought this collection was this Ninetales. So originally, this was a Facebook ad posting, and it was for this along with, I want to say Electrode, or it was a Jungle Holo, and then Nidoking base set Holo. And they wanted 10 each. And instead of just trying to get this for 10, because it's a shadowless, so I saw that and I was like, well, that's amazing. So great. Yeah, I'll grab that. I was like, well, I'll just get them all. And so did that. But when inquiring about it, he mentioned then that he was raising the price to 30 each, and he was basing them off of graded values. Like, he was like, this card's a 7, so this is going to be $30 value, whatever. And so where I didn't agree with that, so I decided just get the Ninetales, because $30 might be too much for a shadowless Ninetales. I didn't know at the time. It was kind of more, I felt 20 maybe. I don't know, but I did look up some pricing. It seemed like 20 to 30 seemed okay. So I was like, well, I'll still do that. I'll pass on the others, because there's no way. They were like maybe $5 at most, maybe 10 for the Nidoking. So, and I actually had some extra other cards, and he had just this handful here that he had in the sleeves. He wanted the 30 and then 50 for this. And so, yeah. But anyway, I think it might be, but I really wanted this. And I saw that there were some first editions and like a shadowless Wartortle I kind of pull out. And so I was like, okay, that might be worthwhile. But I paid $75 overall. I don't know. The Ninetales has like two really bad, I don't know if it'll show up, but there's some print lines going all the way across, and some silvering and some whitening. So, but I really love Shadowless. It's probably one of my favorite sets, and it's kind of like alt 4th edition for me with Magic. I just really like them, and so yeah. But I was really happy to get this card. Yeah, gosh, yeah. I wonder if you could, well, you probably can't see it too much, but anyway. So this was the main appeal to me, and the rest was for 50. And so I probably would have, normally I probably would have only paid 50 for everything, and I would have wanted to have those other two holos, because I didn't get those, because I wasn't going to pay another additional $60 for just those two holos. Yeah. So, yeah. So it kind of sucked that after inquiring about the deal, he changed the pricing and everything. But I don't know. Like I said, I love Shadowless, and I really wanted a Ninetales Shadowless. So yeah, figured to do that. And so I'll go through some of this real quick. Just got some first edition, like Butterfree here, some Jungle. So I don't have a whole lot of second edition, or second base set 2. But so here's this Wartortle. Looks pretty nice at first. I haven't really gone through these, so yeah, some whitening on the back, and looks kind of wavy-ish here. I don't know if I can get the shine on there, but right there looks kind of wavy, so I hope that's not water damage. Ooh, I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe it's just like a kind of like a bend, but so that might do that. And so, yeah, I don't know. I figured I'd just go through it live. I saved it. It's been sitting here for the week. And here's the Butterfree first edition. And what the heck? or mine says D. So I guess I got a loop here. I was going to go through some of it. I just figured that would take too long on cam. But just to verify, especially to be honest, this is the one I was most cared about, but it looked fine to me. I don't know. I'm going to get another loop and I do a little more stuff. And it's just, there's been stuff about fakes going around. Same with Magic, so I'm just always paranoid. But this first edition looks like a D. The one, I don't even know if you can see that, but yeah. I wonder if this will show up at all. Let's see. Right there. You see that? It's like a D instead of a 1. So hopefully this is real. Oh my god. I don't want to have any more buyer's remorse or regret over that, so I don't know. It looks good to me. Off center, so that's a bummer, but like I don't know, I've never seen that. There is this mark up here. It's like a green dash. I don't know if you can really see it, but there's a green dash that you can kind of faintly see it there. So I don't know, some like printing error there maybe? I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm going to have to look at that, I guess. But so already first page is a little bummed out here, but we got Squirtle. I won't pull that out. It's just base set and then base set 2 and Ivysaur, Bulbasaur, Charmeleon. Yada yada. The backs, yeah, they're kind of worn, so not expecting a whole lot here. This was one of the main ones I saw that there was. Are these D's as well here? Let me see here. First editions? No, they're not D. All right, so anyway, but this Pikachu was obviously one that I was interested in because I love the first edition. Pikachu's, this is from Jungle, and yeah, this one looks actually really good. Better than the other. There's like a little speck up there. I'd have to go through it, but yeah, not too bad. First edition Jungle. So if it's genuine, I'm actually worried after this Butterfree, but yeah, we'll see. I'll keep this aside and whatnot. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I probably would have normally only paid $50 for it, and yeah, so it is what it is. I'll probably pull out if there's any more Shadowless in here. I'll pull those out. Yeah, here's a Haunter. So like the Shadowless to me, I like I said, I love, but I probably wouldn't have paid the full $75 normally, but it was for that Ninetales. So got a Shadowless Haunter. Got some whitening on the end, but doesn't seem that bad. Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of scratches there. So yeah, so even the condition wise, this is not that great. This Pikachu wasn't too bad though, but put the Shadowless with this guy because he's Shadowless. But yeah, so try to go through a little bit quicker here. Again, on the first edition, now I'm like paranoid. I'm checking to see if all the first editions are actually the number 1 or if they're the D, like that Butterfree, because that's freaking me out. But so handful of cards here that I was interested in. Did I miss any Shadowless here? No. Yes. I guess this Doduo is a Shadowless. So we got a Shadowless here. Doesn't seem too bad. Like I said, I got my my jeweler's loop here. I'll have to go through these a little later, but I'll do that off cam so it's not taking up all the time, minus showing you that weirdness at the Butterfree, because yeah. Because I mentioned the fakes, because like I was a little sus. I always get sus when people say they have old collections, right? And then they end up with Japanese. So at the end of this, there'll be some Japanese cards. So there's a Scyther with first edition, which is cool. Non-hollow, of course, but it's all right. Oh, here's a Starmie shadowless. But we can see those. I know that autofocus messes up, so I wouldn't be able to go up close if I went to autofocus. So I'd rather have it set at the parameters I have it set at. So Starmie, this one actually looks pretty good. The one dot down there, but it's not as scratched as that other, so that's good. Yeah, I love shadowless. Oh, there's another shadowless. So we got Beedrill, we got the Pidgey shadowless there, and another Pidgeotto, Sparrow, Fearow. And let's take him out and see. Kind of was hoping too that sometimes people, when they put stuff in their like sleeves like this or binders and whatnot, they'll have multiple. So, but they're just single per slot, unfortunately. Yeah, got some whitening up top, but again, it doesn't look as well. It could be scratched right here, but yeah, not bad. Let's leave that up. See here, then we got a first edition Jigglypuff, which is a good one, I feel. Not as good as it was a year ago. So I'll take that out though. I'll probably pull out all the first editions eventually, obviously, and just sleeve them up because they're first editions and they're 20 plus years old. So I don't know. And that is a 1. I'm gonna look up that Butterfree because that's tripping me out. So, all right. Oh, the Meowth is first edition. I'll pull Meowth out. I like Meowth. I'll sleeve him up and put him down with the Pikachu, or the Jigglypuff should go. And here we got some more. Got 2 more shadowless there. There's Kadabra. We've got Poliwag and Abra shadowless. So this is good. So at least there's a handful here. So I don't know. Like I said, I think 50 would have been better, obviously. But, I mean, with these shadowless, maybe it'll not be too bad. I mean, they're not like overly valuable or anything. I just really like them. So to me, I feel like it was a worthwhile endeavor, especially for the Ninetales. Let's see. Sorry, I thought this would go quicker, but I'm actually like kind of just pulling them out, looking at them first time really, because I wanted to do it fresh on the channel for the video. So we got a few like, oh, no shadowless, but a few first editions. So kind of get a little close. Again, oh yeah, there was one that I had never seen before, which I was interested in that he had shown. Eevee I'll pull out because it's a first edition. We'll see how this quality is. I love Snorlax, but it's just the base. What the? See, now I'm worried, like, what the heck's going on there? So you see this? Like this is like super faded. Like, I'm not gonna try and scratch it off. Like, I just watched videos from oh, it's kind of beat up down there in that corner, but otherwise not too bad. About like fakes and like first edition, was it like Rattle Pokemon? Is that his name? I don't know. I liked his content because he covered the Logan Paul 3.5 million fiasco with that stuff. But and it was like you could like scratch off the first edition, people sending stuff into PSA to like trick PSA and see if they'll grade them, and they have been apparently. But yeah, you can scratch, but I don't want to. But this is really super faded. If it's a misprint, sure. Like if that D is a misprint, great. If not, I'm like little more concerned. I got way off topic, but when people say that so when I bought this, he said he ended up having yeah, right there. When people have Japanese cards, it's just weird to me because I never, when growing up and collecting these, originally, I never saw Japanese cards at all. I didn't even think there was a market for them. Same with Magic and stuff and foreign cards. So I always get like kind of skeptical when they're like, "This is my childhood," but I had these, and I'm like, "Yeah, Japanese cards." So, but maybe it's a thing. I'm just not familiar with it, and I never knew them to be a big thing. Like the whole foreign cards, usually it's a hollow thing for Magic the Gathering. It's not like more valuable unless it's hollow and it's foreign. So, or foil. So I don't know. But this Mewtwo, I do think I have one of these. Is it right under here? Oh, it's a different Mewtwo. Okay, so I don't actually have this promo. So that's awesome. So I got this promo. It's not hollow though, so probably not a big deal. Ooh, that centering is kind of atrocious. We got some like leftover cardboard that wasn't cut when cut, so getting that graded might be a thing. Not all that great. I'm gonna put the Butterfree there because it's first edition, but that was really weird for the D there. Let's see here. And Sun of the Land is, of course, or land. Talking about Magic, sorry. Some of the energy is shadowless, so I'll add that there. Got this. I'll try to go a little quicker. Ooh, I can kind of tell which ones are shadowless. Oh, this one's beat up. This one, oh man, that's beat up. Big time. Not really worth anything, but I sleeve all the shadowless, so. Alright, and I would say, let's see here. We got these. None of these are shadowless. Are they first editions? Yeah. Didn't look like there was anything. Not looking like any of the trainers are first edition at all. So, through there we got Lass, which is actually shadowless. And that's it. So I'll sleeve her up. Looks really good except for this. I wonder if that can wipe off. I don't know what that is. It's not a scratch though, so if I can wipe that off, that'd be great. Little whitening here, but otherwise, not too bad. And then, yeah, the Japanese. So, yeah, this is, I don't know much. I don't really collect them. One of my first, you can kind of see it on the picture. I'll go when I go overhead. I do have one from my brother that bought me. My first graded card was foreign, so Japanese. But, yeah. And this looks like another promo. I definitely do not have this yet, so this is my first of that. Sabrina's Abra. So, not familiar with this one. Little whitening on the side, but otherwise that looks really good. So that's good. Oh, sorry, this is being a little longer again. I am going through it like for the first time, so, and I don't know if any of the Japanese are valuable or whatever. I'm guessing not, unless they're hollows, and there's no hollows. And then apparently we have some TV Staryu kind of ones here. I don't know, from the TV show. Yeah, I don't know much about those. So, and that's it. That wraps up the collection. So I don't know about these. If you know anything about these, let me know. This one looks like it's hollow, and that the Staryu looks like it's hollow or foil or whatever. It's got a pattern on there, where the others look plain. So yeah. So that is that collection, or any of these. Oh, here we go. We got a few. Ooh, I'm almost throwing those out. Got a few shadowless here. And yeah. So, sleeve these up. Ooh, that one's really rough, kind of like the other one. And this trainer is actually really good. A little bit down here, but yeah. So, all right. Well, here we got 2 promos. So this is pretty much the bulk of it. There was a few first editions and the rest, but they were not like really popular characters. Probably maybe Cubone, if that was one. I don't remember if that was first edition. Usually I take out Cubone. But here we got some of the first editions. Obviously the Pikachu. This is actually really decent condition. And then you got the others. And then you got the Butterfree with this weird D on it. So I'm going to have to look that up maybe. I don't know. Or if you know. That made me worried that some of this, I'll go through with a loop and stuff and check stuff, because that's just, I don't know, not good if it's, I told the guy, I was like, I was trying to be mindful of like fakes and stuff and whatever, but I have a loop to go through the stuff. I probably should have done it already. I wanted this video out after I bought it, to be honest. And here we got our Shadowless. I waited a bit, and then got some Abra, Starmie, Doodle, Haunter. Wartortle is cool, but there's maybe some damage on there. And then the ultimate one that I wanted was the Ninetales. So, yeah. So, not too bad. It's got that curve now going to it. I'm going to flatten that out, but I don't know. If it could get a 7, I'd be lucky if it got like a 6. It might get a 5. I don't know, because those are some, I don't know with how they're grading now. But I'm not sending it in until there's a better PSA service of, $20 maybe or something would be worthwhile for that. Otherwise, not so much. So, there's that collection. And like I said, I spent $75 on it. I probably would have normally wanted to only do $50 maybe. But like I said, this Ninetales was the one that I was really wanting. I love Shadowless. I'm actually happy there's actually quite a bit more Shadowless in there. So quite a little bit. I may have missed some too, so I'll go through it again. And again, I'll go over the loop and stuff, and I'll have to check out this Butterfree because that creeped me out. Not gonna lie, because yeah. And then something was faded. One of them was faded, the Eevee. So these two, like, I know you can like sun fade whatever, but the rest of the card doesn't look affected. So if it's like a misprint and like just, I don't know, probably not much of a premium, but I love misprints. I've been hoping to find misprints with all the miscuts and all this crazy stuff with the new modern sets and celebrations. I haven't got anything, I don't think. I'm like, what? Everybody's like saying they're getting all this, and I'd love some of that. So I just love collecting it. And here we got the D edition. So I don't know. Oh yeah, he's green, so it's going right through. So anyway, if you're familiar with any kind of misprints like that, like the D thing, I'm gonna look it up. It's really weird. It's very prominent though, like really prominent. So I'll look through it with the loop and whatever and see, and yeah. So I don't know. Did you think that 75 was a little too much for this? Do you think it was all right? I don't know. It's already going. I know it's a longer video, but like I said, I was going through it without previously going through it. So yeah. But otherwise, some of my other ones where I've already gone through, I can just flip through them and stuff. But this was the first one for the year, and I'm hoping to come across some others. Maybe hit some garage sales. Maybe get lucky with some finds. Hopefully there'll be more available throughout especially with prices dropping. I'm hoping people will just be like dumping stuff and trying to get rid of stuff. So we'll see. Anyhow, yeah, let me know what you think down below if you're familiar with the misprints or even some of the promos. I don't have the Sabrina's Abras. I know the Mewtwo one I'm familiar with. I'm not familiar with this one at all. The Sabrina's Abra, but so that's awesome. And yeah, so. And do you think it would have been worth $30 for the Ninetales? It's in rough condition though, but I don't know. Like I said, really wanted that, and getting some extra on the side was good. I just didn't know if that 75 was worthwhile for a good price point, especially when he was jacking up the prices once he'd already had it set. So that was a bummer, but it is what it is. So anyhow, I appreciate you stopping by, checking out the video. Till next time, take care.